Snowlin. Alright, guys. I've been watching reviews on the Untitled 2 EP from Hodgy Beats all day. I've been watching them. I'm not going to do a whole EP review. I would love to do it, but I gotta get this off my back because too many people are letting this go over their heads and they're not really understanding. Everyone's saying that Karateman's right in the middle of the tape, or I mean, it's towards the beginning actually, but people are just saying it's another song about smoking weed, and it really is not. It's really not. I mean, it is in a sense, but I mean, you gotta look at the deeper meaning and you gotta hear the lyrics, So I'm gonna give you a lyrical breakdown. I am an OF fan. I've been listening to Hodgy Beats and Mellow Hype actually for a long time, since like Yellow White came out. Before they started getting big and Tyler eating a fucking cockroach and getting them out there. So I'm gonna try to break it down for you guys, so maybe it'll help you understand what the song is really. It's a really good song. It really makes sense. Starts off with Hodgy saying, it's really bubbly. I don't know who did the production, but it's really bubbly and like video gamey. It's pretty cool instrumental. It's Hodgy Beats saying, he's telling the little homies tell the little homies it's life. So at this point, Hodgy Beats is a fucking OG. He has a kid. He's like 22 years old. He's a fucking G. So I'm pretty sure that his homies, his little homies, have problems, that they're facing, and they're telling it to Hodgy. He's just telling them it's life, man. Life is life. The only thing consistent about life is the inconsistency. That's the only thing consistent about life. There's so many fluctuations like throughout your whole life. It's fucking ridiculous. There's that part, and then he says, tell a bitch to get right or something. Tell these cute bitches to get right. He's with OF. He's probably telling them, suck me and my friends' dicks. Probably right. Then he says, light a blunt for everybody, get high, everyone just chill out, just light a blunt, you'll be fine, everything's gonna be alright, and that's the end of that part. That's pretty self-explanatory. Then he gets into the next, chorus part. It's pretty radical, and this is where the meaning comes into. He says he's just laying there with a bag of California to smoke, man. I mean, that's just great, you're just laying there with a big old bag of weed, there's no worries, man. An ounce of shrooms for nature walks. That's pretty, Hodgy's been, declared to be an alcoholic and depressed and all this shit. I think really in this song he's finding his true inner peace, he's finding himself, and he's finding who he really is. I think that's what this is. He says he invited some of his folks, that means, he's cool with his folks, He says after that, he's saying that his crew is not really cool with the rest of the world because the rest of the world is not cool with them. That's pretty much what he's saying. The only reason that OF is together is because the world made it that way, and the world treats them that way, and that's why they don't fuck with anybody else, And that's what that's saying. But then here's probably the best part of the song on Hodgy's part. He's saying that families build family trees, grow apple trees, and that's what matters the most. Pretty much what he's saying, and what he's tweeted before, is kids having kids, man. Young adults building their own families. Fuck their parents or whatever, how they treated them. They're gonna do this shit the right way, and raise their kids, man. He has his own kid. It's obviously the cover of his EP. And that's pretty much the breakdown, man. This Hodgy just finding himself, being peaceful, and it's actually a good message, Most people are just like, oh, it's a song about smoking weed. You gotta look at it from Hodgy's point of view and his past music, and shit that he's made with the Left Brain, as in Mellow Hype and all that shit. It's really good. It's really good mellow. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck you and fuck you.